Okay, so why do autistic people burn out? And what is the issue with sensory input that causes burnout, shutdowns, meltdowns? I'm answering all of that right now. Stay tuned. And yes, I'm driving. Hey guys, welcome back to the Ask Me World. My name is Dan, and I make weekly videos all about this stuff. So if you're new around here and you want to learn more about autism and ADHD right from the horse's mouth, make sure to hit the subscribe button and follow along to every video that I upload on a weekly basis. Okay, so answering the question, why do autistic people burn out? And one of the reasons why I want to answer this question is, like, if we can figure out why autistic people burn out, then we can figure out how we can stop ourselves burning out, okay? Now, one of the most interesting things is that when I coach a lot of autistic individuals, and I myself have autism and ADHD, so I know exactly what it's like, and I've made my mission in life to try and help overcome many issues. I mean, you can't cure anything when it's autism related, right? Because it's a neurological condition. But what you can do is you can attain some kind of tools or coping strategies and mechanisms to help you overcome it. And one of the things I noticed that was common was that autistic individuals had high levels of anxiety and also high levels of stress, burnouts, shutdowns, and meltdowns. But why? And the core principle is this: when we feel out of control, we then lose control. And what does control mean? And if we think about it in a very literal, interesting sense, control means that you're in the driver's seat. Okay, kind of pardon the pun, but you're in the driver's seat and you know exactly what you're doing or where you're going. Hence why autistic people like routine, because they like to predict what they're gonna do or where they're gonna be. Which is why when we're dealing with autistic children or you know, autistic people who have difficulties with understanding instructions, we say we're going to do this now and then we're going to do that next. So it's a now and next scenario. But autistic adults, when we're dealing with life in general, what seems to happen is this: we can juggle about 4 variables, right? Like, and we call it the spoon theory, where you get 4 spoons and you wake up and each thing demands 1 spoon. So you give 1 spoon to, oh, the kids need my attention, give that 1 spoon. Then I need to clean the house, that's another spoon. So I've got 2 spoons left before I lose control, right? And then you've got another, oh, the trash needs to be taken out, and then I get a phone call from my doctor. Okay, 4 spoons, all used up, and you lose control. So no spoons, no control, complete mess. I feel like garbage. I don't know what to do, right? And so when you have so many demands on you as a person, as a human being, usually a typical human being can deal with so many demands due to the fact that they're just able to kind of make workarounds. Autistic individuals are already maxed out because we have sensory input from stimuli exterior to ourselves. So we have maybe there's a noise going on, 2 people are talking, there's a smell that we don't really agree with, then there's sunlight beaming into our eyes or flickering from a light, like a fake light in like an office or something. Then there's the temperature is maybe too hot. Then somebody asks us a question: hey, could you take this to this? I need you to do it ASAP. One more thing and we're already at max spoon capacity, and we lose control of our entire reality, because all we can do as autistic individuals is look at our reality and rationalize. We say, okay, this is my reality, I have to urge myself to survive within this reality. But when you can't do that, when you can't get there, when you cannot get yourself to that moment where you are completely in control of that environment, you lose it. And what happens when you lose it? You shut down, you melt down. It could be an outburst of emotions. And so what happens when we lose control? When we lose control, we then start to worry or have a fear of a problem. Because when we lose control, it causes a problem. Because then we're not doing the thing that we think we should be doing, or we think that we're demanded to do, like act like an appropriate human being, be normal in a situation, get on with your job, take care of the kids, make sure that the house is done. When in actual fact, these things are just superficial, because nobody's going to die instantly if you can't, you know, take a piece of paper to somebody, or, you know, say the kids' breakfast is 5 minutes late. Nobody's going to die, right? So those things are okay, but they're just in that moment in time, we're like, dude, this is everything. This is all or nothing. And then the fear that we should be doing something, we're not doing something, turns into worry, and then that worry turns into an anxiety, and that anxiety diminishes our confidence exponentially. So rather than have a life that's filled with, hey, I'm able to do this thing because I have less less spoons, but I have no worries. What happens is when we have no spoons, then we increase our worries, we increase our anxiety, we lose control, and we lose confidence. Now, our ability to pick ourselves back up from having a lack of confidence or a lull of confidence is the only way in which we are going to build back up and come back stronger. And when we do that, we increase in our potential towards reality. And when we increase in our potential, what happens is we create confidence. And confidence is key, because without confidence, you have nothing. Now, I have a free webinar on 3 ways to build out a bulletproof brain, or a conscious effort to create the best experience for you so that you're more confident and you're less anxious. Now, if you're interested in that, I will leave a link in the description down below. You can click it and then watch the webinar, and let me know how you found the workshop. Okay, guys, if you haven't already, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Peace.